entitled Cats.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's been a hot minute since we've done some vlogging.
There is plenty to show today because I think we are trying to cram an entire year's worth of activity into
one day.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and then every Monday, we go live on Keto on the Couch, where we just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time our cats traipse through the camera, you'll be alerted to it.
So it is Monday. It's actually day 12 of the 12 days of keto,
Yes.
but this vlog will be up long after the 12 days of keto.
Didn't it go fast, though?
Oh my gosh, it did. And I love doing the 12 days of keto,
too.
even though it is a lot of work and a lot of commitment. It's
Super
just
worth it.
fun to hang out with our family every single night.
Yeah.
So we are going to continue our normal live streams every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as Keto on the Couch on Mondays, unless we are traveling or something like that. And as the holidays conclude, we're going to be doing more blogging or vlogging. I like to say blog, but it's really vlogging because we're using a camera.
Exactly.
So today is going to be a busy day, and we're going to attempt to remember to turn on the camera as we're doing it.
Let's do it.
Because as Rachel said, we're trying to cram like a lot of stuff into 1 or 2 days. So I'm almost done with the front room. I need to frame out the door. I need you to pick out what the barn door is that's going to go on there. I need to hang up our soundboards. I need to do one more paint coat on the main wall.
Yep.
Only because listen, I'm not the most perfect person when it comes to putting sheetrock up and getting joints, especially when the walls that we have, like the studs, they were imperfect.
Right.
And so things weren't right and flush, so I did the best I could. And now when you paint it, you can see that. And then I fixed it, and now you can see that I did a different coat. So I'm going to do one more coat of paint to kind of hide that. But I feel like once I put the soundboards up, you won't really notice it anyway.
Isn't it also, you have to factor in that there's different times of day, and that is the front room where you see the sunshine in different light, the camera lights, and all those sort of things. So depending on the time of day, you notice new things. That's sort of like a slight imperfection because the light is coming in from different angles.
Right. And then I'm trying to do it without making a giant mess.
I really appreciate that.
Now, speaking of a giant mess, in the attempt to not have a giant mess, I had put our mop bucket out there. We talked about this on one of the lives, and then it slowly dripped. So in addition to everything else,
we also have to do the floor.
I can't even finish that room really until I pull up half the floor. So, and that's because I got to put the moldings on, but, to put the moldings on, and then you're going to have to take them off to do the floor. And then we have to fix the floor in here, and you need to get ready for Christmas. And I am actually, you're going to kill me when I tell you this, because I haven't told you this yet, but I'm going to fix the floor here, but I'm also going to attempt to fix the floor out there. But here's the thing. That one's probably coming first, because here's why.
All right.
In order to fix the floor out there, I have to pull it up halfway to get to, because of course it's like halfway through the room.
Absolutely. Couldn't be right towards against the wall, because that would be too simple.
But that means moving all the Christmas presents, moving the shelves, moving the table that holds all of our camera gear, moving the cameras.
I figured it was coming.
And that all needs to be done between Keto on the Couch, which will end around 11:15. And our 6 p.m. 12 days of keto.
Right.
And then put it all back.
No pressure.
And I have to take Anthony to help him find you a Christmas present. Aww. And that's all today.
And there's a lot of presents too, because, and I don't know how you do it, but for us, I wrap everything. Like we take we survey the kids, like, what do you like to drink? What do you like to eat? What is your favorite snack or whatever? And I wrap it all. So like if John Paul says Coke Zero, he's getting I'm wrapping the Coke Zero bottle and putting it under the tree, because I love the opening presents time to take a really long time. Like we just laugh and look at all the individual gifts and stuff. And I mean, it can be silly stuff. Like I know for sure that he always liked cheese puffs.
Right.
And I remember that he did. So I got a ridiculous size container of cheese puffs for him. So it's like that's under the tree. And so it's like you're moving 50 presents.
Well, opening a lot of presents with adult children is fun.
Yeah.
When we had little kids, sometimes it would get aggravating because they'd open up like 3 presents and be like, I'm done. Christmas would take like 3 days because they wouldn't want to open their gifts because they wanted to play with whatever they opened up at the beginning.
Too bad.
So we started strategically giving all the clothes first.
Because then they weren't done. They weren't settled yet. Right.
Yeah. Now, speaking of like all of this stuff and having to take Anthony to find you a Christmas present, it was interesting. He sent me a text last night and he's like, you think mommy would like this? And it was a new set of dishes. Like, dishes and bowls. And I said, Anthony, I love you. And that is an amazing, thoughtful gift. But do you not know our family? Half of those plates will be broken within a week.
There's a reason why we buy all our dishes at the Dollar Tree.
Well, first of all, they're thicker. Like, fragile doesn't work in this house.
Pretty. I mean, I appreciate beauty.
And second of all, it came with 8 coffee mugs. But it came with 8 of what, for some reason, somebody thinks a normal coffee mug is. Like, which is 6 ounces. And I'm like, we will never use those. Never. Because who drinks only 6 ounces? This is a small coffee mug.
This is where we're starting out small because we're going to have multiple ones.
Yeah, we have keto on the couch. So speaking of our coffee, simple coffee today. This is an entire pot of coffee with 2 tablespoons of butter. Not in this cup, but like the whole pot.
Right.
2 tablespoons of butter and 2 fresh from the chicken butt eggs. Because
you cleaned the chicken coop this morning.
I cleaned the chicken coop, and I've learned when we make our coffee, yes, we have 3 or 4 dozen eggs in the refrigerator, but they're cold.
Right.
And since we do have chickens, and they lay early in the morning, why not go pull them
fresh
right out of their butt? Because this way they're warm, and they don't make our coffee as cold.
Can you stop saying chicken butt so much?
Yeah, but they're farm fresh butt nuggets, right? It's going to be a fun day, so come along with us, and then we'll also eat in there somewhere.
Well, we just had an awesome keto on the couch. We had so much fun, but somebody brought up meatloaf sandwich, and I thought before we get this crazy rest of our day started, I want like the closest thing I can get to a meatloaf sandwich, which is a slice of our taco pie that we have left over from yesterday on top of some PSMF bread, and I really like a dollop of salsa on top of it.
So we got everything moved out of the way. Now what we have to do to make this easy is go down the entire length of the floor, because the boards all run this way, and we're gonna number them. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side, so we know which end pieces go where, and we have to get all the way up to here.
Okay, so we have the floor pulled up.
The one in the studio.
Yes, and now we're going to vacuum everything, clean all the boards off, and relay the floor.
There's nothing like being under the gun, huh?
Right.
We're getting there.
We're so close.
We have an hour until the 12th day of 12 days of keto, And we're now putting everything back together again. We still have to put the barn doors up, but I did buy the barn doors, but all of the walls have been painted and we've got the door trim up. I still have to paint that in the inside, but yeah, we're getting there.
We're about to find out what can a Stauffer do in 1 hour.
Now, not only did we do the floor and we moved everything, but Rachel also decided to start painting the other room.
Well, we had to.
There's nothing like adding to the work that needs to be done.
I wouldn't normally do that, except for it was in pretty bad shape.
What?
One room down.
Almost. We still have to do the
Almost.
barn door and do the bottom moldings.
And the sound panels.
Yeah.
But we are one step closer to Christmas.
What's wrong?
We have, 15 minutes before the live. You have not showered yet.
Right.
I'm assessing my life choices as I sit here surrounded by things that are both wet and dirty.
Well, we got Anthony painted this wall. I do like the gray paint on this wall.
I really like it. And it's funny because we can't get to this one before Christmas.
Well, maybe.
But look at the fact that this back wall matches it. It's got that color in it and brown.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect, it's blending them together.
The only thing is if we paint this back wall now, all of your stickers and stuff for Christmas they have to come off. So we're probably going to leave that.
Just leave it.
And we'll do it after. Because don't forget, the next project is right behind you.
I'm not looking.
What?
Even if there's a zombie chasing me, I'm not looking.
The only problem will be like living without the kitchen while needing the kitchen.
Fortunately, I mean, we're just going to be drinking a lot of Berkey water and cooking everything on Blackstone.
Honestly, the kitchen will be a lot easier than that front room because you don't have to work around the studio. And I can do one side at a time. Like we can take down one side, put up the cabinets on the one side, and then do the other. And then we'll just like lay down some wood or something until all the granite and everything is all done.
I'm not going to think about it right now.
It will be really nice when we have all new cabinets, though. First, we have to save our money. It's one of those days.
It's like 10 o'clock at night, and we're eating.
We're just eating.
We probably don't need to eat, but want to eat.
I haven't eaten yet today, so...
I had taco pie, like, right after keto on the couch, and a few pork rinds. But, yeah.
We're going to continue this vlog tomorrow. 15 wings apiece.
Good morning.
Is it?
I feel like it's continuation of yesterday. Like, it never even stopped. Did we sleep last night?
You did.
I think I passed out. Is that really sleep, or is that just passing out?
It was a busy day. It was an enjoyable day, but it was a busy day.
It was enjoyable up until the point after the live stream when we were going to put up the door.
I did get the door up.
You did get the door up, but it was not, like, helped by instructions.
The instructions for that door were horrible.
Horrible.
I don't understand who writes instructions. Like, I am a very
I write
handy
instructions.
guy. I'm super handy, and I can figure things out. And I'm going through those instructions like, wait, what? I mean, from how high to hang the door, to where to put it, to, how you anchor it to the wall. None of the instructions were clear, and it resulted in having the bar that hangs the door too low. At which point now I had to take everything off, patch the holes that I just put in the wall, repaint it, and then rehang it and make it look like I never had to do that.
Yeah.
Which I accomplished, but not without a few words that I probably shouldn't have said.
I know, but I don't think like an average handyman could do it. Like,
Right.
I really don't. I think that there are probably a lot of homeowners that purchase this as like a do-it-yourself project and really just freaked out.
And it's not like it was like some cheap door from,
No.
Big Lots. We
No.
paid almost $400. The door is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but, you went to bed. We ate our wings like super late. I actually only ate half my wings because I think there was a combination of frustration and nerves and now overtired that Like, the wings were enjoyable, but I'm like, if I keep going, I'm going to be miserable. So I'm going to eat some wings later
I left
on.
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I left
but
like 9.
I know. Yeah, I was hungry, and then I just passed out. Like, the protein just hit me like a wave.
Yeah, so we watched one episode of a TV show, and then I went back to work, and then Anthony came home from, he was out shopping with Sarah and stuff, and he heard me, and he's like, well, poor Caleb. Caleb's trying to sleep, and midnight, I'm drilling holes in the wall.
And it was loud. That drill was like loud drilling.
Well, and then he was hanging shelves in his room, too. There's this little piece that you put on at the end to make it so the door doesn't jump off the track. And this is what I'm talking about with the instructions, where the instructions are like, this needs to be put off center from the middle of the door. And we're like, okay, which side? The side that's closest to the wall or the side that's furthest away from the wall? And as you're reading the instructions, one picture shows like, it looks like it's the side closest to the wall.
Okay.
But then there's another picture where it looks like it's on the other side. Why isn't the hole pre-drilled? Wouldn't that just make my life so much easier? So we put it on, of course, on the side closest to the wall, and we put it up. I'm like, nope, that wasn't it. Now, but fortunately, it's like on the top of the door, like along the edge, so you can't see it or anything like that. But I'm glad we got that done. So today, we need to hang the sound panels. And then the only thing left in that room is the granite. And then I also do want to cut a hole in the front where the granite's going, because that's going to be a storage thing. But right now, I'm not touching that until after Christmas. That's a little thing. And that's very easy. That's just putting some molding up and putting a door on with a hinge.
Right.
And then Anthony and I have to do this floor in here. What do you got on the target, on the schedule?
I've got staff meeting for Christmas Eve services, which is no small undertaking. We usually have about 1,200 people at this event. And so I need to coordinate together like all of the things that we're going to do to entertain children. Yep. So we're going to have bounce houses, and we're going to have obstacle courses, and we're going to have crafts. And I'm trying to see how much crafts do we have presently, and then how much do I need to go out and purchase for this weekend.
I think what I'm going to do, I need to start prepping for Christmas food, because like I have a brisket in the freezer, so that has to come out and get defrosted. You want lasagna, so I need lunch meat. So I'm thinking it's Tuesday. If I go buy lunch meat now, it will last. Especially if I buy like a prepackaged one, it'll last until Saturday.
Can I just say that I told Caleb that we were having brisket, and then we were also having lasagna instead of turkey. And he actually said, thank you. Thank you. Like, he loves your lasagna, the meat layer lasagna. Yeah,
so I think what I'm going to do is, while Anthony is still sleeping, I have a bunch of returns for Amazon. You know, it's like Christmas shopping, and it shows up, and it's like, yeah, garbage. And so it all has to go back to Whole Foods. I like the fact that some of the stuff I can just drop off at Whole Foods, and then you get your money back within like 4 hours. So I'm thinking Whole Foods is right next to Sam's Club, so I think I'm going to run over there as soon as you walk out the door. And I'm going to go do those returns, run into Sam's Club. I'm going to get a big thing of like the turkey. You know, they have that one nice container. It's like $5.
Right.
Get the turkey, get the provolone cheese, get some mozzarella cheese. Basically get everything I need for Christmas dinner. And also, I'm hoping our Sam's Club is one of the ones that have the Zevia.
We're 4 days away now.
Yeah.
So I think this is the time to shop. It's like you have
I don't want to wait until Thursday or Friday.
You don't want to wait till Thursday or Friday, but you also don't want stuff to sit for too long.
Right.
So it's just...
Hopefully I can find cranberries.
I feel
Everyone's
like
saying you can't find cranberries
we're in
everywhere.
the sweet spot.
Yeah.
So before we head out, I'm very excited about this one. I think
we missed a few.
I think that you're really going to enjoy this. Yeah, well, it's okay though, because then they'll just be things that we open on Christmas morning. But I think you'll like this.
There you go.
I hope you will.
I did have to get new tools.
Oh! Wow! It's a foot mask. I need this, yo. Did I do good?
Good morning, Tabitha.
Good morning, Tabitha.
Blue Diamond Almonds Extremes Cayenne Pepper.
I think this will help with the nuts.
So, ingredients.
It's not great.
Can you tell I need glasses?
It's not great ingredients.
Almonds, cayenne and onion seasoning, onion powder, salt, chili peppers, including cayenne and habanero. Then you have some sugar extractives, paprika. No, that's okay. Annatto for color. Extractive of spice. What is that? Vegetable oil. And then almond and safflower. Or almond or safflower oil. Okay.
Again, so it's not great ingredients.
You know what, though? It's not horrible. I've seen worse. The sugar is probably... I have a feeling you're going to need a touch of sugar with all those cayenne peppers and everything in there. So there's 6 servings in a container. I have a feeling there's more than that.
Right.
A serving size is 1 ounce, 170 calories, 15 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, 5 total carbohydrates with 3 grams of dietary fiber. So that's really not bad. That's 2 net carbs. The fiber is all legit fiber coming from the almonds. But here's the thing. I'm a nut freak. We were watching QVC the other day, and they had this cranberry almond cashew mixture.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm like, okay, wait a second. It was like $56 available on 5 payments. And I'm like, so wait a second. I got to pay for this for 5 months? They'll be gone in the week that I get them. So now for 5 months, I got to pay for something I ate, you know.
Got to make my nut payment.
Aside from that, though, I'm like, I would eat that entire container in one day.
Yeah.
I absolutely would. Like,
the price would not hold you back. You'd still be in there.
The only thing is, I was thinking it's still probably cheaper than macadamia nuts, but the price doesn't hold me back on macadamia nuts. You give me a bag of macadamia nuts. I have been known to finish a Costco-sized bag of macadamia nuts in 3 days. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
There's no way, when they're this hot...
Go hot or go home.
When they're this hot, it's like the, you know, pork rinds, the super spicy pork rinds.
You may want to check your bag again, because we're not in there. But wait, there's more.
There's nothing in there.
Oh. I may have put the other one in another bag. Okay.
Well, we have another bag then. That's good.
Rachel, I just spoiled it. Okay, sorry.
Well, here's the thing. Is what I was going to say is that when they have that kind of heat, I can eat 3, 4, 5 of them and be satisfied, and I can't continue on. It's like yesterday I was so busy. I had a bag of brand pork rinds. They're selling them in Wawa, and they're not the greatest because they're frying them in canola oil. But when you're on the road and you really want something, pork rinds are a good go-to for me because me
too.
Pork rinds actually fill me up.
Oh, I got a bag too while I was out shopping yesterday. And I started eating some, and yeah, it was like after 4 or 5 of them, and I just get the plain.
Right.
Just plain
Well,
ones.
I didn't buy plain. No, I bought, it was like a Chipotle barbecue.
But you hit a wall
in
your tummy that's like, no, do not eat another pork rind. It will be overkill.
Well, I bought Chipotle barbecue, so... they were really good seasoning, but again, the seasoning, almost every barbecue has some kind of sugar in it. But it was still not bad. I think it was less than 1 total carb or 1 total carb per serving with 4 servings in the bag. Do you know that it took me all day to eat that bag? Because I would eat 5 or 6, and then the heat would hit your tongue, and you're like, you're good, Joe. You don't need any more. And then Anthony had his hand in there as well. So, like, sometimes... the heat will help me control myself. Yeah. If that makes any sense at all.
It makes total sense. Now, yesterday when I got home, Caleb said, I have to ask, can I try the Porking Good butter flavor? And I see you only have 1 bag of that.
Oh, I hope you didn't give that away.
I totally let him try that. But in typical fashion, he was only able to eat a couple before he got full.
Right.
But as he is tasting it, he's like, this is so brilliant, because he's like, honestly, what I even like about popcorn is I like a crunch, but I like the butter and salt taste.
Right.
So applying it to a pork rind, I feel satisfied.
Yeah.
And again, this is a non-keto person primarily trying it, because he's like, I've never seen a salted butter flavor. That's not even something that you normally see on a chip.
Right.
So he was like, I got to give this a try. And he loved it. He was like, I see why you love this particular brand so much.
Oh, yeah. No, they're really good. Okay, so we're going to get going. Lunch, I had defrosted ground beef and pork yesterday. And I hadn't quite decided what I was going to make with it. But I'm thinking I'm going to make a batch of keto chow chili. Or maybe I'll do the taco pie, but I'm thinking the keto chow chili. Because it's a great as a meal.
Yeah.
And it's also great as a topper. So that will get us all the way from today, which is Tuesday,
to Christmas.
through Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I have wings, so I can also eat some wings. There's one slice of taco pie left. We're going to finish that up.
There you go.
But then we can have the chili as a meal, or we can
Hot
cook
dogs
up
and
some
chili.
hamburgers and top the hamburgers with it. We can cook up hot dogs and top it with it. So that chili is it's great as a meal or great as a condiment on anything else you want to put.
I agree.
Okay, went to Whole Foods, returned everything I needed to return from Amazon, and while I was in there, I picked up 2 big bags of cranberries and also a couple of pints of heavy whipping cream. I know a lot of people are saying that it's hard to find heavy whipping cream, and I've noticed that some stores don't have any. So I grabbed 2 pints of the organic 365 version. A little bit more money than I like to pay for heavy whipping cream. It's like $3.50, but I want to make sure I have enough for Christmas. Then I went next door to Sam's Club, got everything I needed for the meat layer lasagna. And I also picked up a box of these. These are the bacon cheddar burgers. We absolutely love these things. And it's nice to have them just in a pinch. You know, you get home from work, you don't have a lot of time to cook, you've got to take something out of the freezer. These are great because you can cook them from frozen and they taste really delicious and they're really clean ingredients. While I was in there, I also picked up a package of pre-made hamburgers. And I know you're probably saying, you guys just bought a whole cow. Why are you buying ground beef? Well, first of all, we're going through that ground beef. I mean, we eat a lot of beef in our house, but this was $12.99 for the package. It's almost 4 pounds, but they were having a flash sale at $5 off per package. And so I grabbed one. I probably would have grabbed more, except for people were like almost fighting over them. So I grabbed one and I went to grab another one and somebody else took it. So at least I got one. And these will get us through the week because again, they're pre-made and you know, you're paying $7 for 4 pounds of patties already made. I can't turn that down even though I have 400 pounds of beef. Now I'm gonna go home and start working on the other floor.
Well, we got the floor up to where all the water damage is. Now we got to put everything back down. It's actually a good thing we're doing. The amount of dirt and dust that was around the edges and the corners, it was pretty bad. So I'm glad we're able to at least do some cleaning as we're doing this. Also, all the moldings had to come off on this side and they all really need to be repainted. So it's a good time to do it all. So Anthony is cutting all of the end pieces that need to be replaced. And I have to say, this saw is amazing. If you're ever planning on doing flooring, even if you're going to do one floor, buy this saw. This saw is about $99. It makes doing floors so easy because you can actually hook it up to a vacuum cleaner over on the end and cut everything inside and have almost no dust. So it makes flooring go very quickly. Another side positive of doing all of this is I get to reorganize all of my Ethernet wires. We have a lot of them. I am so busy working on the sound panels. Rachel is cooking keto chow chili.
And this recipe is so old, we actually call for pink salt. It was like before Redmond.
But it's really good. And it is so easy.
Even Rachel can do it. We did it 3 years in a row.
3 years of the 12 days of keto.
It's so much fun.
It was a great year this year. I mean, they've all been great years, but we had some really good giveaways. I just love doing the 12 days of keto. I already can't wait for next year.
Me either. I wonder what the hot item will be next year. Like this year was the creamy.
Right.
I wonder what next year will bring.
I don't know. So we are going to close out this vlog. We're going to eat dinner. So Rachel made some of the most delicious keto chow chili. She followed my recipe. We made a couple of modifications because I didn't want peppers and onions in it.
And we wanted more meat in it?
Yeah, so we did double pork because I had like a 1.93 pound package of pork. I'm like, I don't want to like only use half of it. So we're just going to use it all. So on top, we have that chili on top of a half a pound burger. Topped it with a little bit of salsa, and then I put a little bit of sour cream on top of mine.
It's so good.
So we only have 3 more days to Christmas now that we're done for the night. And I'm excited. I can't wait for the kids to come over.
Me either.
We're doing brisket, and we're doing lasagna, and of course we're doing cranberry sauce. I did get the cranberry sauce as soon as we were doing the live stream. I got it listed on the website, so there is a link for that recipe down below. Super easy to make. And then I don't know, I'll probably do a couple of other side things. I know I have to go make a bunch more Keto Chow creamies because we're giving John Paul one for Christmas.
Yes.
And so, you
want
know,
him to try it.
He's going to want to know how to do it. So I'm going to have to like show him how, because they're loving Keto Chow. And I think it just makes delicious ice cream.
Having to make ice cream, it's a tough job.
Oh, yeah.
But somebody's got to do it.
That's right. So we're going to finish this one up here. Don't worry, we've got lots more vlogs coming. You know, now that 12 days of keto is over, we have more time to edit videos. We've got some cool recipes coming out for the new year. And then starting on January 1st, we're going to do beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and Keto Chow for like 30 days or 31 days.
It looks like we're getting pretty close to it already on our plate here.
Yeah, now if you look on your burger, I cooked this on the Blackstone. Perfect the way Rachel likes it. Pretty much pink all the way through. How do you like your burgers? You like them medium rare? Do you like them well done?
Oh, I hope not.
Let us know down in the comment section. Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos that we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent video, which I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we wear something silly like we did on our live streams, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.